of this cowardly attack and let us all remain base and tough.
And the San Angelo Catholic Diocese also covering Midland and Odessa, sending their support to Midland and Odessa. Bishop Michael Sis saying, "It was with a heart full of sorrow that I write these words after hearing of the deaths and injuries caused by the shooting affecting Odessa and Midland. My prayers are for those who have lost their lives, who have been seriously injured, and for their families. My prayers are also for the great people of those communities directly impacted by the senseless act of violence, especially the courageous first responders and local medical teams. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He saves those whose spirit is crushed. Our local churches are committed to helping our community to heal from this senseless tragedy. And there are no easy answers as to end this epidemic of gun violence in our state and our country. I ask the Lord to enlighten all of our hearts and minds, especially our government leaders, so that we can have the insight and the courage to move from a culture of death to a culture of life." And remember, for all the latest information, you can head over to our website at yourbasin.com or download the Your Basin app. We will continue to update you throughout the day.
And plenty of politicians also weighing in on yesterday's tragedy. Democratic presidential hopeful Bernie Sanders making this statement in Houston.
The American people are sick and tired and horrified by the never-ending mass shootings that we see virtually every week. Now, nobody will tell you with a straight face that there's a magical solution to this crisis, because you got some 300 million guns out there in the streets today, and you have at least 10 million assault weapons out there. But the very least that we can do for our children and for our communities is everything that is possible. And the American people are clear. They want an expansion of background checks. They want to do away with the gun show loophole. They want to do away with the straw man provision. And more, and a significant majority now, according to recent polls, want to ban the sale and distribution of assault weapons. That is what we should be doing. And let me tell you, one of the outrages that is going on in this country right now is that we have a Republican Party that ignores what the American people want and simply is intimidated by the NRA. As President of the United States, I will not be intimidated by the NRA.
And we actually have a recent update as of 7 a.m. this morning. This is a message from Trevor Tankersley, the Director of Public Relations. Here's the message. He says, as of 7 a.m. this morning, here are the most up-to-date numbers and conditions at Medical Center Hospital. Here are those numbers for you. 14 total patients brought in related to this shooting, 1 in critical condition, 3 in serious condition, 7 in fair condition, 1 has been treated and released. There's 1 pediatric patient under 2 flown to Lubbock. We've already told you about her this morning, and 1 deceased. There have been no new deaths overnight related to the shootings at MCH, but now I think we're going to send things back out live in the field with Tori for more information. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. We'll actually hear from her later in the day. We're going to send things back on over to Amanda Mason.
Well, presidential hopeful Beto O'Rourke made this statement this coming just weeks after a shooting in his hometown of El Paso. He said his thought coming up right now.
Not sure how many gunmen, not sure how many people have been shot, don't know how many people have been killed, the condition of those who have survived, don't know what the motivation is, do not yet know the firearms that were used or how they acquired them. But we do know this is up. Yeah. We do know that this has to stop in this country. There is no reason that we have to accept this as our fortune, as our future, as our fate, and yet functionally, right now, we have.
And Texan Julian Castro spoke in Houston as well.
Today in Midland and Odessa, we saw another horrific shooting in our nation. Our hearts are heavy for the victims of today's shooting and for their families. We're thinking about them. We're praying for them. And more than thoughts and prayers, we know that we have to act to prevent gun violence. 3 weeks ago in El Paso, we saw one more instance of a gunman who caused such pain and loss of life that we've seen too often in this country.
And this is video from the end of the chase for you this morning. The deadly rampage by one man again leaving 21 injured and 6 dead in Odessa last night.
The shooter made his way back to the Synergy in Odessa with police close behind. You can then hear officers open fire on the vehicle the suspect was driving.
Oh, he's killed him. He killed him. There's a shooting. Oh, he's shooting him up. He hit the barrier. There's a shooting going on in Odessa, Texas. Oh, God.
That's what you could hear right there at the end of the video.
Very, very scary. I can't imagine recording video like that while it's happening. And remember, that shooter made his way through Odessa's Highway 191. It was mass chaos.
And the shooter hurting and killing innocent people as he made his way down that road. We also do have Jake Eichstad updating with continuing coverage. We have some more details right here.